Welcome back, nerds. This is Annalise.
This is Rob.
And this is Dr. Intern Joan.
And we are your nerd best friends.
It's trivia time, nerds. Hey, nerds, do us a favor. Follow, subscribe, and share this episode with a fellow nerd. Help us grow the nerd herd. Now strap in, roll for initiative, and let's get nerdy.
It is episode 98. We're climbing every single week towards episode 100. We have Dr. Intern Joan back in the studio because it's time for more nerd trivia. How's everyone doing?
Right.
I mean, ready to mediate whatever chaos happens between you two with these questions.
It's going to be super friendly. There's not going to be any controversy. There's not going to be any weird rulings. It's going to be just a friendly tete-a-tete. I'm sure of it. Nothing to worry about, Joan. Nothing.
What would be fun? What would be fun about that?
Well, we'll see.
We're Gen X. We got a bag on each other.
Well, we'll see.
All right. Well, before we get to all that, let's get to some nerd mail. Let me say that again. Oh, I'm not going to say that again because I ruined it. Before we do our nerd trivia, let's get to some nerd mail.
Absolutely. We got nerd mail in from listener Juliana, who said, I enjoyed your 5 fight scenes list. I love the addition of the Jets Sharks. Not always thought of in that category. I have to add one. It was the first I thought of when I heard the topic. It may not be as stupendous as the Transformers fight, but I love the opening scene of Guardians of the Galaxy 2 when they are all trying to protect baby Groot while fighting a big, ugly obelisk, and he is just jamming out to ELO's Mr. Blue Sky. That is a great one.
Amazing call. Yeah, I would add that to our list too. It's slow motion. Baby Groot has no idea what's going on around him. And there's just
that's the best part. Baby Groot is just like baby's day outing his way through this giant alien monster fight, and it's really charming. It's great.
It's a good call, Juliana. Thank you for sending us that addition to the episode. What episode was that? That was episode 94. Top 5 pop culture fight scenes. Go back and listen to it if you haven't heard it yet. And tell us which ones you would add. Send in your deep thoughts. Nerd questions or talk nerdy subjects you'd like us to cover by sliding into our DMs or send those topics in an email. podcast@nerdbestfriends.com. And we're going to get right into the trivia. Dr. Joan has her
ready to go.
Let's go. She's got her impress me scoring system, probably using some other free app on her phone today. And
yes, has there been a technology scorekeeping upgrade?
Well, she had one last game.
I remember.
I mean, no upgrade. It still has ads right in the middle of it, but and I can't make it a different color, but I'm just going to tap away when there's points on here.
Okay. Am I red or am I blue?
You're blue.
Okay.
So what we did different this time. So the first 2 times we've done nerd trivia, Rob and I arranged what categories we would like to be asked. We did not do that this time. Rob's like, I already did my question. So I'm like, fine, I'm going to do my questions and not tell you.
I am employee of the month. I got my stuff done early. I scheduled. I'm on time. I'm looking forward to my 4th quarter review.
I mean, Rob should have an extra point immediately for getting his questions in so early. I had time to look through them, look up things I didn't understand, and I am also educated now as a result.
So there should be nothing you didn't understand because the theme of my questions were the easiest nerd questions ever. Annalise, this is a cakewalk. You are going to get 100% on these. Anyone who lives in the world will know the answers to these questions.
Okay, Dr. Intern Joan heartily disagrees. That's a negative point right there.
They are the easiest questions. I made sure that there is nothing you are unfamiliar with on this list at all.
I mean, our overlap is pretty varied, and maybe Annalise, yes, but me, no. So looking forward to seeing how this goes over.
These are the easiest questions.
I mean, she started off by saying that she had to look up stuff she didn't know.
I don't believe her. I think that's crazy.
Annalise, give us some insight into how you created your questions.
I kind of just thought about all the various topics Rob has already covered, but I always, in creating using Gemini and ChatGPT to help create my questions, I always ask for medium level questions. I went with difficult level questions this time on some of the same subject areas.
So completely opposite.
No, you should be the expert in these areas. In fact, I had to remove one of the questions because you already answered what is the rank of what's-his-face in Quantum Leap. It gave me that question again. You already knew that. You knew that without
Rear
even
Admiral
reading.
Left Side
Exactly.
Albert Calavici.
Exactly.
Well,
So
there you go.
I had to, even though I asked for medium level, it still kind of gave me some of the same questions I had to edit out. So I think you'll be fine. Although I did do one that you're like, maybe I shouldn't do that one, and you'll see which one that is.
Okay, all right. I got my paper and my pen for brainstorming. I'm good to go. I'm so ready.
Okay, Dr. Intern Joan, do you want to like flip a coin, or is there a randomizer, or do you want to just, you can pick who goes first?
Who won the company last time? Rob's in charge, so I think.
Oh, I definitely did
No,
not
I
win the
think
company. I was
I
so
won.
You
happy.
Rob
to
won the
last
first. I
time.
won. Yeah, we're 1-1. I'm 1-1.
I was so
One and
happy to
one.
lose the company back.
Then it is Rob's turn to go first based on those
Okay.
rules.
Now, what are the stakes this time? I don't want the company.
I am not. Okay, that's fair. But as a hint, I am not going to prime you with the topic of the question. I'm just going to go in cold. So you got to search your brain right off the bat. And what are the
Wow.
stakes?
Wow. Okay, that like upped the difficulty a little bit too.
All right. Do we know the stakes? What's happening?
Dinner at Firestone.
All right, done.
Let's go.
Way better than the company.
Okay,
All
I
right,
can eat
Rob-
a lot.
Rob. Right.
You
right.
mukbang.
No, I'm not on the show.
And now Nerd Best Friends is going to be a mukbang.
Nope, never. Oh my God, are you kidding me?
Joan's making faces because you have not heard that term. Those are the people on social media whose whole accounts is just sitting and eating food on screen.
Like into the microphone,
in
really
their
close.
car and stuff, and they're like,
It would be like the most torturous misophonia thing in the world for me. Like I
Sounds
can't.
some people
familiar.
find it ASMR, but
Oh
yeah.
It
throw things at my
literally made
dog.
me shudder thinking about it. They used to do it in like Carl's Jr. commercials. They'd have like these super
Yeah,
close
all
up
the,
and
like,
microphones of people.
because
Like,
their whole thing was about being drippy, so it was like, yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
turn the channel.
Yeah.
No,
So you
thank
get
you.
people, I think it's specifically in their vehicle. So people have like these giant trays.
Yeah.
Then like there was a dude that came by my feed who was like, who's keeping a Wiener Schnitzel in business? It's always empty, but I'm going to try all this food. So he had like one of everything on the menu and he's just eating all the stuff and like talking about it and stuff like that. People make a living off of it, believe it or not. But that's
like, it's like the foot stuff. We'll get to that in another episode.
There's something for
TBD.
everybody. And it's a
TBD.
good thing that is not us.
Okay. First question. We're ready.
Right.
Let's roll into trivia.
Rob,
Yes.
what is the name of Thor's hammer?
Mjolnir.
Correct.
Final answer. Are you sure that wasn't? I think that was on mine to Annalise.
I mean, that's very true.
Yeah, I don't have that
And-
question. I didn't ask anything about Marvel or Thor.
But
It's
you would have gotten
hilarious.
that question right because it's so easy, right?
I don't know the name of it. It's Thor's
You-
hammer.
Are you kidding me? You would have
It's some
absolutely
weird.
known
It's
that.
some weird like Swedish
would've
phrase or something.
Absolutely.
Why
known
aren't we
that name.
firing me right now?
Because I also would have accepted Mew Mew, which is what the lady in the movie calls it.
Meow meow.
You've never seen the Thor movie, have you?
Meow meow.
Which one?
Anyone
of
with
them.
Kat Dennings in it.
Yeah, I saw 2 of them or 3 of them with you. Which one was the
Then
one?
you would
the
have
love
had
and...
to have known the name of
I know
Thor's
it has
hammer.
a name.
That
I
is the
couldn't. You
easiest
even said it out
question in
loud.
the
I still
world,
can't say it. What
Annalise.
is it? Murmur?
Molinar. That's what
Mjolnir.
I call it. Listen, I tried to pull it out of its stone in Vegas. They had this interactive thing once, and it was pretty cool. All right, so
But I'm gonna say again, John, that wasn't my question to Rob.
I know I get negative questions. Fire me. I am fired.
Rob got his own question.
I got
That's
my
fantastic.
own question.
Please don't
And
ask
I was
me
like
my
thinking
own
when I answered it,
questions.
I was like, oh, that's a coincidence. I had that question too. How funny.
Gosh, if we were going to YouTube,
Don't ask
I would-
me any of the questions I wrote for Rob. I'm not an expert in those categories.
We could just do it that way and we'll see. I bet I get 100% on my own questions.
No, 'cause I
Annalise,
have,
will
like,
you
Lord
get
of the Rings
100% on
questions
your
on
own
there.
questions?
I have no clue what the answers are.
The
and if
precedence
they
has
are even
already
right.
been set by Joan. Joan is in charge here, and she's giving me my own questions. So I think she also has to give you your own questions,
I
and we will
decline.
see who will
It
reign
is fixed.
supreme.
I have to give Annalise one of her own questions to make it equal 10. So I will pull from
The
it.
most difficult one.
I'm also
will
not
pull
going to
her-
know the answers to any of the. Well, maybe there's one
Randomly
category. There's one category that I will be able to.
I can rack up a $140 tab at Firestone so easily.
This is embarrassing. This is why I'm free help, I suppose. All right, we're going to start.
You get what you pay for.
That's the word intern.
That is the word intern. All right, Rob, let's rewind.
Okay, rewind.
Start over.
Start
Just
over.
ask that question again, like 8 down, and see if she remembers.
It's a fair question. Oh, that's true. I could ask it at the end.
You could.
I
right.
still nope. Moo.
Rob, Gandalf carries a blade forged in the ancient city of Gondolin, known as the Foe Hammer. What is the name of this sword?
The faux hammer?
No, there's an official
Wait,
name.
it's like an elven name,
I don't
right?
know.
Does
Sure.
it look all like funky with a bunch of weird letters?
There's no pictures. These are just all text.
No, the name. Does the
No.
name look funky with a bunch of weird name letters?
No, it has American alphabet letters.
No, I don't mean that we would be written in like runes. I mean,
We
if
don't
you were
read
to
Elven.
sound, it's like,
I read Common. This is good. This is good.
Joe, did you like give up your coffee or something? He said,
Well,
like,
to
what
to
is
Joan's
happening?
credit, I did not give her the questions early for her to do a little research on this stuff.
Read
Okay,
what on my
so
throat.
Gandalf's sword faux hammer is named what? Is the
Correct.
question. Okay. It has a elven name that is something like, it starts with a G. It's like glimmer something. It's one of those things where like in the book, you just kind of skip over it because it's a weird word. No, that's the lady's name. It's like Galadriel, but it's the sword. It's glimmer something. I don't know, man.
You were so close. I wish I could give half points on this app. Apparently, it's called Glamdring.
Glamdering. Yeah, it was something like that.
You had the first letter right.
You did. I was so impressed.
It was real close. It's like a glimmer, glamour, something. Yeah.
And you hit on a very important point when you're reading nerd books. You kind of skip over the names that like you just know that you visually
Totally.
recognize them. You don't pronounce them.
Yeah, like especially in like fantasy books like that, it's just there's always weird stuff like that. You're like, whatever, moving on. You know it's the sword, so your brain just fills it in for you. But yeah, already showing
Absolutely.
not a good Lord of the Rings nerd.
Not a good start. Not a good start.
No, not a
But
good
let's
start.
see if Rob's list is really as easy as he says, Annalise.
Probably not.
So easy.
All right.
It's the easiest questions I could ask, Annalise.
In Jurassic Park, Annalise, what does Dennis Nedry hide the dinosaur embryos inside?
I
The
know
last
you've
time
seen
I saw Jurassic Park was
Yeah.
1995.
That's not true.
Who the heck is Dennis? I don't
Human from
remember.
Seinfeld.
Like, I don't know. In a glass
you
jar?
absolutely
In
no,
a
come on,
lab?
fake. No. Yourself. You know this. From Seinfeld.
30 years ago. I have not seen it in 30 years. The one time I saw it in the theater.
See this other thing. This is easy peasy. He hides them in a thing that in the
Glass
90s.
of water that shakes when the T-Rex comes by the car.
Annalise, you don't want to get this wrong. It's so easy. You know this.
I don't want to get it wrong. I want free dinner at Firestone, but
There
tell you
you
what,
go. So
I don't know the answer.
Picture it in your head when he gets stuck in the Jeep and it's raining and he kind of like falls out and he's all like fumbling around in the rain and the thing drops and it goes rolling in the mud and it's there and then the dinosaur with the hood is all like and like kills him.
I'm sure that
And it's
happens. I
sitting
have
there and you
zero
can see
recollection
it
of
in
it.
your head.
It's in his hand. It's in a knapsack that he ties to a stick. It's in a Ziploc bag.
Annalise.
It is in
Annalise.
a Solo Red Cup.
Then you were close. At least you picked a cup-like container, a cylindrical object. It is a Barbasol
One of those-
shaving cream
One of
can.
those tubes you used to use at the drive-up bank.
That would be cool, but no.
That would be cool. No, Barbasol shaving cream can.
It was the
Okay.
Barbasol shaving cream. You unscrew the bottom because it was fake and the things in there.
Zero memory of any of that.
So easy.
It
Annalise.
I
Oh
remember
my
the
God.
eye. I remember them huddling because there's a scene in Stranger Things that mirrors that huddle with the dinosaurs, but it's with Demogorgons in Stranger Things. That's a mirror. And I remember the water shaking.
Oh my gosh, Annalise.
And Laura Hearn.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, you know,
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Fair things to remember. You
that's what I
that one?
remember. The last time I saw Jurassic Park was over 30 years ago.
So easy.
Dang. The rewatches are way different in your two households, apparently.
Yeah, I actually haven't seen any of the other Jurassic Parks either.
Well, they're good.
I know there's like 19 of them now.
Yeah,
The
it's
new
like
ones with
Transformers.
Chris Pratt are
Yeah.
great. They're so much fun. They're just big old dumb monster movies. They're really fun.
You should give it a rewatch. Anyways, let's move on. Let's make Rob feel inadequate now.
I don't feel inadequate. I
Impossible.
just know I don't know the answer to that.
You
I
should.
didn't
That
know
was
the
a
answer.
very easy question.
No,
For
I
someone
didn't.
who's seen Jurassic Park less than 30 years
Once?
ago.
Once?
I didn't remember it either. It's fine.
All right, fine.
Rob,
Yes.
when the hobbits first encounter Strider in Bree, they're at an inn. What is the name of this establishment? And for bonus points, who is the proprietor?
Ooh, I'm not going to get the bonus points because I'm not going to remember that dude's name. I know in the movie he had cool mutton chops and he was all like, hello, short masters. But I definitely know the inn. In fact, hilariously, I believe I posted a Sora video of me and listener Juliana toasting beers in the Inn of the Prancing Pony.
Ding, ding, ding.
What's the name of the proprietor?
I don't remember.
Oh, no, I was asking Joan because you had said.
Yeah. I remember.
Yeah.
I can picture I can
Barleyman-
picture him in my head.
Barleyman Butterbur?
Is that right? I definitely didn't remember. I would not have gotten that, but
I
that's
guess
a great
that's
name.
right.
Butterbur?
I was gonna give
I
you
wouldn't know if
Barleyman
that's right or
Butterbur.
wrong. I just trusted Gemini.
Man, you gotta ask AI questions because sometimes it's wrong. What if that's wrong? Listeners, if it's
If that's wrong,
let
we'll
us
hear
know.
from the Lord of the
The
Rings
Lord of the
fans.
Rings fans.
Please.
Interesting.
Interesting.
I don't remember if they ever say that name in the movie. You might have to be like a real bookhead to know that.
Bookhead.
Could be
adding
very
that.
much from the books because I didn't distinguish the books and movies. So I'm imagining that pulled from the books.
Do
Barleyman
people say
Butterbur.
bookhead? I'm gonna have to add hashtag bookhead to my account. All right.
New phrase.
New phrase. Annalise.
Yo.
Great question, Annalise. Here comes another great, easy softball.
Easiest
Right over the plate.
question about another alternative land.
Okay.
In Dune, what is the name of the desert planet?
Never read, seen, or heard Dune at all.
Damn
What?
it.
You didn't watch the Dune movie?
I did not.
I haven't either. Ew.
Really? My gosh.
No, I'm busy doing
I
other
remember
things.
you being very excited about it. You were like, oh my God, Zendaya looking over her shoulder in the desert for 3.5 hours. I'm in. Like, I remember you being
remember
excited
seeing
about it.
an ad for it and mentioning it on the podcast. I don't think I ever said I was interested enough to watch it.
You just lie on the podcast? Imagine.
Oh, see, now what you're going to make me do is go back and actually find that reference so you can hear what I actually said, which was like, hey, cool, it's Zendaya. So the answer, what's the question again?
What's
What's
the name of the
name
planet?
of the desert planet?
Earth, Pluto, Uranus.
You
Uh,
blew it up, you damn dirty apes.
Alderaan,
Close.
Mortar.
I'm
I
gonna give you a
should've-
point because it does start with A. Starts with A.
She's not going to get it. If you haven't seen it, you're not going to get it. I
Angelus.
mean, you could just from, again, all the questions are like, I mean, living in the world, you have probably heard this name.
No,
Absinthe.
I have never heard this, and I live in the world. Arrakis.
Really?
Sounds like a spider.
Sounds like a
It does
spider.
kind of sound like a spider.
Yeah. Nope.
Wow.
Sounds
Don't know
like a
Dune.
spider.
I haven't
Oof.
even been to Dune coffee roasters.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
I hate
okay, so you
all
don't
things
know
Dune.
Dune. You don't know Thor.
I'm
What was the
winning.
other question?
A
Well,
movie
we've
that
only
I
done
saw
two.
over 30 years ago when I was a
Jurassic Park.
teenager.
Jurassic Park. You don't know Jurassic Park. Just talking
No
about
Titanic questions then either. Forget that.
Yeah.
What, Titanic? I've seen that more recently than 30 years ago.
We'll have to see if we can pull up a question from that because one of Rob's is repeated and I didn't notice when I edited. So he has
Really?
2 of the same question. Yeah, your 4 and 5 are the same.
No.
But that's okay.
Sorry about
All right.
that. Well, I did
Rob.
provide 11.
You did. We're
Okay.
already 1 short because I lived up to my intern.
So now we're down to 9.
Now we're down to.
Well, wait, how many? Well, we didn't even talk about how many questions are we doing.
We were going to do 10 with a bonus.
We were?
If we needed it.
There was
You
a
gave me
tiebreaker. I did
like
10 with a tiebreaker, but
5
now we're
with the
down to
bonus.
9.
We will make it up. Annalise probably doesn't know any of her questions, so I'll just give her some
Yeah,
of those.
probably not.
I'll start hers from the bottom
Easy.
up and then we'll go you top down.
No, I would not start mine from the bottom up. Those last couple are kind of a joke based off of an earlier question on that list, and it's really intended to be a bonus question. But you choose, Joan, what to do there.
Exactly.
The softball was Barleyman Butterbur. So what I can only imagine. I'm excited to see what the hard ones look like.
Where could it go with here? Now, Rob, same world. We know them as guardians of the forest, but what is the Sindarin name of the oldest Ent, also known as Treebeard?
See, I would have just said Treebeard. The crazy like LV names are not. I'm not gonna do it. I could have gotten Treebeard. You could have been like, what's that ant dude's name? But Treebeard, one hundo. But what's his like fantasy J.R.R. Tolkien too many consonants names? Never gonna get it.
Yeah, Treebeard's just his stage name, but what a weird name.
No, on the center stage, Treebeard.
Well, we're looking for Fangorn.
Ooh, I do recognize Fangorn. Absolutely. I remember reading that. But yeah, it's got to be Treebeard all the way for me.
Give
Sorry
me a
about
nickname
that.
or a stage
Sorry,
name
nerds.
all day long.
Couldn't remember Fangor.
That was deep. I think Annalise really did do hard
She really
questions.
did say like, hey, I want the expert level on this stuff. And
I didn't say
Yeah.
expert. I just said hard difficulty to medium
Yeah,
hard instead of
it's fine.
just medium.
It's fine. I still love
I
Lord of the
want it
Rings,
well
even
done.
though I'm going to show my ass on this podcast and not know any of the cool elf names.
Please don't do that.
Metaphorically.
And we're just asking Annalise to name all of the worlds. So, Annalise, what's the main kingdom where the Legend of Zelda takes place?
Easy peasy. Another softball. You know Legend of Zelda.
Sherwood
There's been
Forest.
1,000 games. You played games. Think about your brother. Think about Carlos. He's not going to let
He
you
would
get
know
this.
the answer to this, like,
He's
without
not
even
going to let you
thinking.
get this wrong. You know this question, Annalise. You got to
Are
think
you
about
telling
it.
me to phone a friend because I didn't play Legend of Zelda?
You probably have heard of it. You've
I mean,
probably
I've heard of
seen
Legend of Zelda. I know there's a
commercials.
little dude named Link, and he goes and does stuff, but I never played the game.
See,
all
I
I
mean,
know.
you already know that the dude's name is not Zelda. That you're already halfway there.
Perfect. Then that's the answer. Link.
No, you know what it is. Think
And he
about
looks
it.
like this.
You got this.
Holding
In the
his sword.
kingdom of
Link. Zelda.
You
Hyrule.
probably even watched the cartoons. Remember there was the
I
Super
did not
Mario
watch the cartoon.
cartoon?
I did not
And on
watch the
Friday they'd show episodes of Legend of Zelda?
Dude,
Come
Rob
on,
sat
Annalise.
down and was like, what are all the things Annalise has never done? Let me ask
I
questions
know.
about
I
them.
sat down and was like, what are the easiest basic nerd questions on the planet?
He hates you.
We're learning this now, aren't we?
This is so. Come on, Annalise.
It's called Nerd Hate Friends.
It starts.
Nerd frenemies.
Nerd frenemies. Okay. No, really, honestly, I didn't. Carlos was the one who played the game. It never really intrigued me. I don't know.
Man, I don't know. Hyrule.
Hollywood?
Rule. Hyrule.
Hyrule?
The Kingdom of Hyrule, The Legend of Zelda in the Kingdom of Hyrule. Annalise.
Rob.
He was like, you poor 90s child, 80s, 90s child.
I think we did. We played different games and things in the night.
Again, I
we
feel
were
like
best
just
friends.
being alive in the world, you know that the Legend of Zelda, there's
in
Link
the world
Kingdom
of Rob, but
Hyrule.
you have now mentioned like 3 entire things that I'm not a fan of.
Oh my gosh.
This is now known as the Battle of Friendship.
Boom.
Hey, Rob, let's go. Some of these I kind of have to give you some background on, but it is a TV show that you enjoy. Quantum
Okay,
Leap.
I enjoy TV shows.
You do. Let's see if it's one you actually love. What is the specific name of the project's supercomputer? The one that provides the probability percentages and accompanies AI in the accompanies
Okay, so there
Quantum
are
Leap.
in
See,
the
like if I went in
Quantum
Rob's
Leap
world, I would
universe,
have asked a question about like queer as folk or the L word. Come on, Rob, everybody knows this.
I might have gotten it just from being around in the world.
What's the name of the
know.
bar? What's the name of the bar that they all go to?
Barleyman Butterbur's Bar.
No, it's Babylon. See, like
But I don't think the
that
L
was
word
the
would you
equivalent.
classify the L word as like a nerdy property though?
In some
If you're
circles.
LGBTQ, yes.
I don't know.
Which is why I
don't
wouldn't
know.
like.
I think
I
I
wouldn't
think there'd be an
for that
argument
ask
there.
you
population, Rob,
questions.
back off.
What's that?
You can't speak for that population.
Anyway, the supercomputer's name
Yes.
is Ziggy.
Woohoo! Ding ding
Not to
ding.
be confused with Gushy, who Al also talks through the console, but is a real person.
Let's not. I don't want to talk about it.
It was
That
Ziggy
thing.
and Gushy.
It feels weird in
Some
my
people
mouth.
would get those confused.
That's
guy.
what Joan said.
That's what she said too. Annalise, let's recoup.
Okay.
What is the name of Thor's hammer?
Moo.
What? We just
Mulligan. Mulch. Molly.
You take away half a point. Oh my god. I can't do that on this scoring app, by the way.
You know what I realized some of my issue is? Not necessarily with just this question. Not with the questions at all. Like our next episode, spoiler alert, we're talking about Dungeon Crawler Carl. And I had to like look up like the names of things to see it. The older I'm getting, the more I'm realizing I'm a visual learner. I have not read the Thor comics. So I know I've seen a few of the movies, but hearing it is not enough for me. I'm a visual learner. I have to read it. I have to see
I've
it.
always been visual. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. So you asking me that like 20 minutes ago, it's not going to stick. I have not seen it in writing, and I know it's spelled super funky.
Well, yeah, because it's a Norse word, right? It's the thing from like the Norse legend. It's all, Swedish or whatever.
Yeah. So
If there were only some way to do the floor where it shows you images and you have a countdown and you just have to name as many images as we should figure out how to do that.
Rob could build that. He's a CTO. He's a C3.
He is a C3PO. All right. We have ideas.
I guess so.
For our next nerd trivia.
We're gonna do the nerd floor.
Nerd floor.
I love it.
Okay.
That would be pretty
Rob,
fun.
in the final episode of Quantum Leap, Mirror Image,
The leap home.
Sam leaps into a bar. What is the name of this bar? Which is heavily implied to be a meeting place for a higher power.
It is the Prancing Pony. Let me think. Okay. Shoot, I remember the guy is there. It's
Did
so
we
funny.
finally
I can't
stump him?
remember the name of the actor who is the host of the bar, like the bartender guy, but I remember he also played Sam Dalton in MacGyver. Gosh dang it, the name of the bar. Shoot. I'm looking. Does that exist anywhere in my brain?
If it helps any, I think it's somewhat of a cliffhanger alert.
Yeah. Shoot. No, I don't think I'm gonna get it. I mean, it's not. I'm trying to think of like the dive bars and stuff from fiction. The only one that's coming up is the El Sleazo Cafe from the Muppet movie. I'm sure it has a name that is, symbolic of something. Shoot, just gonna go with The Last Stop is the name of it.
Damn.
That's what I would have named it, but I'm not a Hollywood writer. What do we
Why
got?
not? Hell's Place.
Oh, of course. Of course.
Simple
It
cliffhanger.
probably was. It's probably pretty simple. Yep.
Wah, wah. We've stumped him
Well,
finally. We've
that's
stumped
rough.
him.
That's rough. That's a rough one too, because people listening are like, "Come on, Rob, it's Al's Place!" Like shouting at their phones.
Everybody knows Quantum Leap.
Everybody knows it was Al's Place. That was a softball. That was an easy one. I will admit that was an easy one.
Well, for what it's worth, it's a very brief reference on that last episode, right? Like you don't really land on it and sit with it. It's how the episode ends. It's how the series ends.
Sure, but I mean, come on.
Do better, Rob. All right.
I'm trying over here.
Annalise.
I'm trying. I got nothing but like elf words and.
Use your scratch pad. All right.
How we doing score-wise? Is it time for... I should be using my scratch pad. My scratch pad
Thor
says Barleyman Butterbur. It says Dune with a line through it, Thor with a line through it, and Jurassic Park with a line through it.
You forgot to put Legend of Zelda with a line through it.
Got it?
Boo. You have Rob 4, Annalise 2.
Okay.
I don't have a lot of faith in my abilities for redemption, but let's do it.
I know
easy, Annalise. So
the
easy.
next 2
I got you.
I knew. So I feel like hopefully. What is the name of the planet where Luke Skywalker grows up?
Tatooine.
There we go. See?
Yeah.
Perfect.
I thought it was Alderaan, actually. I doubted myself. Those are the only 2 names I know, Alderaan and Tatooine.
There you go. You knew them, though. You
Intuition.
got it. Star Wars. Oh, right. Star Wars.
Telteron.
Star next to it.
Telteron. Eldarine.
Tatooine. Oh, gosh.
Whew.
All right.
The one with the dude in the sand.
The desert place in Dune.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, it's Dune.
Valkyrie, or whatever that planet was. Rob.
Yes?
What is the full name of the slimy corporate rival that Billy's father is planning to hand the company over to? First and last name for points.
Hotels.
Sorry, doesn't put the Triscuit crackers in my belly.
Is that guy's name Dennis? No. Is that guy's name? You're gonna give... No, Carl's the cool guy. Carl's the guy on their team. What? You're gonna give
What's your favorite movie?
company to... And he gives it to Carl, but that's not the bad guy. The bad guy is, oh my God.
Your friendship is crumbling. You love this movie with Annalise.
Sorry, he doesn't put the delicious Triscuit crackers in my stomach, does it? What is that guy's name? And the company is the guy's name, or the company is something totally different? Is the company the name of a guy? Maybe I need to be thinking of it in a different way.
No, it's it's Madison Hotels, remember?
Right. Okay, so Madison
That's the name
Hotels
of the company.
is gonna
Who
you remember?
I can't believe I'm not remembering.
Think of this. If you can think of the scene where his dad tells him, this is going to take over the company, and he yells out the dude's name. He's a bad, bad man.
He's a bad man. My gosh.
There's a blank face in Rob's head.
You guys.
Tell me when you give
I didn't
up.
know he had a last name. I didn't know the character had. I mean, the character, I guess, has to have a last name, but I wouldn't have gotten.
Well, first name then. We'll make it easier. In that case,
I keep wanting to say it's Dennis, but it's not. Given I can only think of Carl. Ugh. And Carl's the nice guy. Yeah, Carl's the nice guy.
Carl's the guy that gets the company. So Billy Madison can go to
They
college.
probably say this guy's name 100 times in the movie.
Yes, they do.
What is going on with my brain?
Probably seen it more recently than Jurassic Park.
It's the trivia pressure. Can't my brain just won't do it.
There's real.
Firestone is
Eric!
on the table.
Eric!
You got it.
Whew!
Last second.
Painful. That was painful. Oh my gosh.
Good job.
You dug deep to find that one.
It was like, I had given up. I was like, okay, I guess Eric! It just popped in my brain. Oh my gosh.
He's a bad man.
Whew.
Put
Okay,
yourself in
and
an
now I can
isolation.
hear like that Adam Sandler, young Adam Sandler voice.
Eric!
Eric. Yep, totally. You can't give the company to Eric. Oh my God.
That was a
Whew.
journey.
I'm
Ooh.
exhausted. Annalise, another softball for Annalise, please. Underhand,
Okay.
right over.
Better put yourself in an isolation chamber so you can regulate, Rob, for the next one.
I'm in a glass box of emotion.
Annalise,
Yes.
what is Baby Yoda's real name?
Remember,
Grogu.
Baby Yoda. There you go. See, I knew you were gonna get it. Star Wars, another
Hey,
little star
softballs
on my
still
list.
hurt if you get pegged with one, so
I mean, true, but there's
you
redemption.
keep saying I'm throwing softballs at you. Softballs still hurt if you get hit with one.
Or 100
So-
of them, as is the
Come
case
on.
in this.
Toughen up.
Yeah.
Toughen up, Buttercup. These are easy peasy. Is she catching up? What's the score now? 5-5?
5-4,
Okay, see? Told you. You got this, Annalise. You got this.
because Rob's having to dig deep.
Oh, you know what? You know what the worst part is? If this was ever going to turn into a nerd fight, it's not that the questions are hard. It's that she clearly saw me struggle for 5 minutes of the podcast trying to think of that name. And when she had her question, did she take her time? Give me a little bit of recovery space? No, one word answer. Grogo next. I'm like, all right.
Nope, no recovery time.
We're trying to this is supposed to be a show, Annalise. It's entertainment. You can't. It's not just.
Are you
Okay.
not entertained?
I'm ready.
Well, you're at least in the same world, so less recovery needed. When Billy is completing his school journey, he runs into a classmate he used to bully. What is the name of this classmate?
Steve. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Not just a one-word answer.
Not who he's played by, his actual name in the movie.
I only know one name. I only know one name for one person. That is how it works in my brain. So what do they call that? It's a number. It's the I can't. Well, that's another name I'd have to think of, and I'm not going to get that number. But you know, there's like the number where you can only remember so many people.
Yeah.
So it's like if you're an actor, Dunbar's number, right? Is it Dunbar?
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
right.
So like the Dunbar's number is like this idea that like within your human being brain, you can only really know 120 people, or, you know, it's a scale, right? And I'm definitely on the bottom of that scale. So the problem with actors is they have a real name and then they have all of these character names. But my Dunbar's number is lower than the average bear. So I have struggled with them. So does that character have an in-universe name in that movie? Yes. I think he's got an in-universe name in the Mr. Deeds movie. I think he's got an in-universe name in Armageddon. He's got so many names, but in my brain, I can only remember one name. And so it is the amazing scene where he calls Steve Buscemi and Steve Buscemi crosses him off his people to kill list. So I know the scene. I'm telling you, it's Steve Buscemi. His in-universe name, never gonna happen. People can only have one name.
Hello? Is this Danny? Danny McGrath, who went to Nib High? Yes. This is Billy Madison. Yes. I used to make fun of you in high school. I just wanted to say sorry about that. Yep, that's not a problem. Okay, great. Maybe we could get together for a cup of coffee at some point. Danny McGrath.
That'd be nice.
Wah, wah.
And then he crosses Billy Madison's name off of his people to kill list. And then he puts lipstick on and an 80s song plays in the background. It's amazing.
I have a question though. I want to make sure. I don't know if it ended up being one of the questions on here. I want to look real quick. It is not. So in another round of these questions, I would have gotten this one too. Where is Billy's name on that list?
Oh, that's a good one.
Can you see it?
It's not at the top. It's like halfway down.
It was actually the top.
Really? I thought
His
there
is
were
the first
other
one on
names
the,
that
I thought
were
it was like third down, but
crossed
there's like another one already crossed out on that
Oh.
list, and his is like right above it.
I didn't realize it was at the top. He was top of the list. I thought because I
Top
remember
of
there
the
were
list.
some already crossed out, which
Yeah.
leads you to believe that he has killed
He's already
before.
killed those people.
So
Good stuff. Good stuff.
with his sniper rifle, what a movie! What a movie!
Things that would not happen today.
Yeah, that would not
Probably
land.
not.
That would not land.
Not. Yeah, doesn't he show up with a sniper? Does that happen at a school when he shoots the dude in the ass?
They're at the
They're
academic
at a
decathlon
school, and
finale.
the dude's got
he
a
goes to
sniper.
the school and snipers Eric.
Yeah, that scene is not getting into the movie in today's
And
world. No
everyone's
way.
like running away, and he just gives a thumbs up and then leaves.
He's the hero. the
I'm
sniper
sure
rifle.
glad I called that guy.
Oh my God, this guy who brought the sniper rifle and shot somebody on a school campus is the hero of that movie. What a movie.
What a world.
What a world we used to live in.
Hey,
We got to be are we close to final question? I don't know. I lost track of how many we've done.
we're on 8.
Okay. All right.
Okay, I was going to say, well, it's 5-4, and that adds up to 9, and there's 10 questions, so we must be close.
Buckle up. You're in my world now. All right.
Okay.
You're in my world now, Grandma.
What crystal powers lightsabers?
There you go. No, think back.
Tonight?
No. You got this, Annalise. You think back about all the things. Remember, you watched Star Wars Rebels, and they had to get the little crystal to make the lightsaber. You watched what's the one?
Whatever
the
it
Force
is,
Awakens?
it costs $39.99 to add to your lightsaber at Disneyland.
Jeff
This
had to
is
buy a
also
different
true.
one. He had to buy an
This is also
alternate
true.
color.
So you've
Yeah.
even been there. You know you can buy them.
Yeah.
You got this.
It's got the dark crystal.
It starts with a K because it's an alliteration. It's
Kryptonite.
something. It's not a kryptonite crystal, but it's like
Well,
that.
wouldn't power a lightsaber?
Kuru.
I know you
Kit
know
Kat.
this, Annalise. You're gonna kill you.
I know. I really actually don't. I have no idea.
You absolutely. It's all over the place in Star Wars.
I
New
watched
Star Wars.
Rebels in 2019. And it
Sure.
was only a handful of episodes that you asked me to watch to prepare to watch something else. So I haven't even seen the full series ever.
You got this. Star Wars lore.
Kidney beans.
It
This
is
is the best part.
unfortunately not kidney beans. That would not. Although in a galaxy
shit.
far, far away, if kidney beans were so rare, they could power lightsabers with the power of a fart gas. That would be something. But that is not.
I mean, they basically are fart gases. They're just deadly fart gases.
They're not fart gases.
Captain Crunch. No, that's with the C.
The Captain Crunch crystals.
The Kardashians. Ew. No one wants those lightsabers. Caboose. That's with the C as well. Crispy chicken.
Crispy
That's with the
chicken
K.
crystals. Crispy chicken crystals might be what I order when you take me out to dinner at the Firestone Brewery restaurant.
It might as well be at this point.
Okay.
Krispy Kreme. Final
Krispy
answer.
Kreme. Krispy Kreme.
I mean,
Krispy Kreme crystals.
the letters are closer than any other guess. Kyber crystal.
Kyber crystals.
Okay. Kyber.
Okay.
Never heard of it.
Okay, well let's give it back to Rob. While everyone
All
knows
right,
Naboo,
I gotta scribble out one of the stars next to my Star Wars list here. Maybe
Right?
not.
no. While everyone knows Naboo, what is the name of the capital city where the Trade Federation blockade begins in The Phantom Menace?
Where the blockade begins. Our blockade is perfectly legal. The capital city. Well, it's not Coruscant. It's on Naboo. What's the city on Naboo called? These questions are all like one level deep, right? It's like the thing you know. Yeah, it's the planet of Naboo where the Gungans live. But then there's like that next layer of like, yeah,
Like
but what's
the
the
name
city?
of the thing you know. Yeah.
Princess Amidala lives in the city of, oh gosh, it's not Gungan City. That's the one under the ocean, and they don't have a blockade. Perfectly legal or not. My gosh, the city of planet of Naboo and the city of something city.
Terrible
Something
security.
city. What's that?
Terrible security, beautiful architecture.
It's true. Yeah, they just run around in there stealing planes. Yeah, this is one of those ones where when I hear it, I'm gonna be like, of course, I already knew that. I don't
Feed.
feel like it's coming to me like the name Eric did. I'm like waiting for just this magic to strike my brain and be like, oh, it was something city.
She just gave you the answer.
You said the answer?
Man, I did.
I can't. I guess you said it
You were
softly,
in your
or I'm
brain.
deaf. What did you say?
Feed.
Seed?
Feed with a TH.
Maybe I didn't know that. That does not sound familiar. Okay, how about that?
Crazy.
Today I learned that the city
Feed.
on Naboo was called Feed.
It's the capital.
Yeah, no, that
city,
was not
yeah.
in there. Yeah, that was not in my brain at all.
It's probably been 30 years since I've seen the Phantom Menace too.
That's so interesting.
Feed.
Okay.
Maybe
The
less
city
than
of
30 years when it
Feed.
came out like in two.
Princess
it came out in
Amidala and the
97?
city of Feed. Huh.
Okay. All right.
98.
All right. Well, sorry, millennials. I didn't have that one.
It is okay. In the final question for each of you, we're going to end
Okay.
it here.
Wait. Rob started, so I should have one more. And then the final question?
Sure. Why
Okay.
did you hire me for this episode? That's cool.
Well, I'm probably still losing, so I would like one opportunity, please.
Okay. In that case, in The Lord of the Rings,
God.
What creature is Gollum before he becomes corrupted?
I didn't even know he becomes corrupted.
No,
I
no,
didn't
no, no,
even
no,
know
no,
this
you know
either.
this. You know this. We just watched the movie last year. Plus, you could probably guess.
He's a sloth.
No, come on.
Has to be a person from the movie, like a
Come
being from the
on.
movie.
Wait, which character?
Gollum.
Gollum with the ring in the cave.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
my
like the little creepy dude.
precious.
He's like an alien
Yeah,
little
yeah.
slothy creepy dude.
Right, but he wasn't always. Before he found the ring, it shows him
Oh gosh,
finding the ring, and he's regular.
I don't remember. I just remember his creepy self.
You got this. Come on.
Was he an
Take a
elf?
guess.
Was he a orc? Was he a squid? He wasn't a squid.
You're not even trying, Annalise. You're just dismissing it. It's so
No,
you got this.
I'm not
You can
dismissing
do it.
anything. I'm trying to think of all the different types of beings there are in that film that I've
You
seen.
said he was a sloth, like the DMV
Well, because
guy
that's what
from
he like to me,
Zootopia.
that he kind of moves like one, and he's like all kind of like low like one. He just doesn't move slow like one. That rhymed.
Bars.
He was a human. He was a wizard. He was I don't know. I would Hobbit.
He was a
Is that your
hobbit.
final
There
answer?
you go.
Is that your final answer?
That was a complete guess
Well, now we have a tie
because
for the
one
bonus.
of the books
Which
has
I
the title
say is
Hobbit
so
in
easy,
it.
you could probably guess it.
I didn't know that, but I'm not a Lord of the Rings nerd.
I don't remember him being a hobbit, but okay.
Yeah,
That's
he's
why
like
I
a
went
little
elf, because I
hobbit.
forgot they were hobbits and not elves. I mean, yeah. They're kind of like elves with their ears and stuff.
Yeah, they are kind of like elves with their ears and stuff. Yeah.
So I forgot that they're even hobbits. And then I had to
Wow.
remember that Sean Austin plays one of them, and one of the movies is called Hobbit something something, hobbiting around.
It's
The
definitely
Revenge of the
called.
Hobbits. Hobbit Boogaloo 2.
It's just called The Hobbit, Annalise. The Hobbit.
Doesn't the book have a longer title?
No, it's just
No? Oh,
called
okay.
The Hobbit.
Okay, cool.
Now, in
Revenge of the
universe,
Hobbits.
one of the fun things about The Hobbit is in our universe, it's called The Hobbit, but that book is actually written by Bilbo Baggins in universe. And the name of the book in universe is There and Back Again.
That is
It
fun.
blew my mind. That's a good.
Yeah,
That's
it's one of those things
fact.
where like you're reading the book and it's like the character in the book wrote the book at the end of his adventure and now you're reading it kind of thing.
It's like the fact
That's
that there are 7 or 8 stabs in Scream.
Those are questions right there. Yeah, Rob, where are the Scream questions from?
Yeah, right?
Scream's, I chose like real easy, like nerd properties, Star Wars, Nintendo,
Fair.
comic books, Thor.
Well, I mean, that wasn't a Nintendo
Dinosaur.
question. That was a Legend of Zelda question. Ask me a Nintendo question. I'd probably know an easier
I would
answer
classify
to.
that as a Nintendo question. Okay.
Well, you could play it on a few different. You could play Legends of Zelda right now on your PlayStation.
Is that
What
true?
function
Yes, there's so
That
many
sounds
iterations of
crazy.
that game.
That sounds
function
crazy.
you have to
You
do to
sound
the
like a
Nintendo game
crazy
system
person.
to make it work? What bodily function?
Oh,
On
like
the
blowing in the
cartridge.
cartridge, like
You
there
have to
you go.
blow in the cartridge.
Yep. See,
more.
what's the code to Contra to getting unlimited players? Now, come on, everyone knows that one.
Ugh.
Up, down, left, right, BA, select, start.
Except you have to repeat that: up, down, left, right, B, A, B, start.
All right. Well, now we're
That's a
tied.
Nintendo question.
At least got Hobbit. Now we're
Yeah.
gonna go
Okay.
for Rob's tiebreaker question, and I'm just gonna pick one of Annalise's because I love her research.
Sorry, I know what they are. Okay.
Rob,
Yeah.
in The Mandalorian,
Sure.
what is the name of the arid planet where Din Djarin first tracks down Grogu?
Ooh, it's not Tatooine. Tatooine they go to later in that other weird set in like the Book of Boba Fett. So is it not another
There's a
desert
lot of
planet?
world building questions on these lists.
Yeah,
today.
it's like Annalise went and she was like, what's the weird, all the words that like aren't real words, and those will be the answers to the questions.
Yeah, like Eric, like
Touche.
Ziggy.
Touche. Yeah, we got to get back to planet where the lady with the hair and her little cute droids fix the ship and everything. What's that planet called? They love it. The Mandalorians live there in the sewers, and they're going there all the time. And yeah, they keep going back.
There's a
And the
number.
bounty hunter's there. He picks up his little bounty hunter pucks and he goes to the planet. And he talks to Grogu in the little thing, and he's like, how would you feel about going back and seeing some old friends on planet? Cool. Yeah, it's not coming. I'm gonna say Tatooine, but it's just like on the other side of the planet than Luke Skywalker's Tatooine. I know that's not right.
Totally different world.
Yep, I know.
Arvala 7.
Yep,
That's a hard one.
Arvala 7. Yeah, I'm
Oh.
sure he probably says that. I just
All right.
watched that show too. And I can remember them talking about it. Like I can remember the scene, but Arvala 7 was not gonna happen.
Everybody knows
Oof.
that.
What's the score now?
We're still tied. So
I didn't even know
But
we
I get a
were
I
tied. I
still have
would
a
have tried
question.
harder. Or at least whined about it more.
Well,
I don't
I
yeah,
need my bonus
Annalise has
question.
one more, but I don't know
Yeah.
what we're gonna do if there's another question. If Annalise doesn't get this right, how are we gonna break the tie? Let's focus our
You're
power
gonna,
on Annalise.
this is
Okay.
stuff that the quiz master has to come up with. You know what though? Annalise is gonna get it. These questions are so easy. You got this, Annalise. You got this. Softball,
Questions are
right on
so
the plate.
easy.
Here we
They're
go.
so easy.
So easy, like shooting fish in a barrel.
All right. In
That's not
Buffy,
what. That's not what they say. You don't
that's not
shoot
what
fish.
what they say.
This is
That's
exactly
the
what it
dumbest
feels like
thing I
right
ever-
now, though.
Like catching fish in a barrel. You don't shoot fish.
No, because you can miss. Okay, go on.
Ay, ay, ay.
It's like one of those wind tunnels where you have to catch the money. Okay.
God.
I don't know how to pronounce it.
I'm so
So-
glad you saved this one for the end, because this is the one where Annalise will definitely get it.
That's what
This
I
was
thought.
not a softball. This one was not easy. I did not know the answer to this question, but I know with Annalise's expertise in the subject area,
No, this
she's
is this
gonna
is
know
the
it.
area
Oh
that
yeah,
I
he got sent to what.
Nope. This is the area that I lose Buffy trivia because I don't hold on to like these weird names of spells and the weird names of the books
Yeah,
they
that's
read.
that's
and the
what
weird
killed
names
me
of-
all day today too.
Yeah.
But
No, you're right. So I know
got
it's
this.
it's a hell dimension because they mentioned that like a million times. He's trapped in like this evil hell dimension. And I'm trying to pull the name of the statue dude, and I think it starts with an A, and it's escaping me right now. I can see him. And the whole series, they talk about him a number of times, and I'm not even gonna remember the name of the dude.
It does start with an A, so I mean,
No, like I know by the time they figure out who he is and what Angelus is up to, and it's right there, and it's the same dude. He plays a bad guy earlier in the series. They bring him back to play this bad guy as well, and he's the dude that has. You know what? I always get him confused with the dude that Angelus brings earlier that can like zap people and take their souls because it's like the same actor, but it's not the same dude. It's not the
Interesting.
same character because they do
One of
that one
those.
earlier in the season, and Buffy like blows him up with the AK, the big blows him up in that mall. Famously, that's that's the scene with Seth Green going arm as they're trying to pick up all the pieces of this dude. Akathla is the name of the dude, but is that the name of the dimension? I don't know.
that is what Rob wrote down as the name
That's
of the
what I
dimension.
had.
There it is. That's the name
what
of the dude. I
had.
don't know if that's the name of the dimension, but Akathla is the guy that they have to use the spell and the blood and the thing, and
I think it's his
stabs
dimension.
him and he goes away. Maybe. Look at that. What is it?
Look at that! You
Annalise
did
pulled
it!
it out.
Jeez.
6-5.
Congratulations, Annalise.
Look at that. I get dinner at Firestone.
I
was really hoping that Joan would read. Listen, I did this whole thing. One of the Billy Madison questions. Hold on. I have to do this. This is why I was laughing so hard. We didn't go there, and I'm okay with it. But one of the questions of Billy Madison, Rob, was during the final academic decathlon, what is the specific subject Billy has to answer a question about in order to win and graduate?
Business ethics.
Well, that's the one he chooses for Eric. What's the one he has to answer about?
Something about the Industrial Revolution. It's the
Right.
yeah.
It's the Industrial Revolution. The puppy who lost his
The
way.
puppy who lost his way.
So Joan has 3 questions for possible tiebreakers for you,
Wow.
all about the Industrial Revolution.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic.
We'll have to save them for the next nerd trivia.
My God.
Because
No, because the surprise is already blown. Let's see.
I
What
guess.
were the questions for the Industrial Revolution?
I just closed it.
That's amazing.
Okay.
I just closed it. What was the major industry of the time or something was one of them?
Manufacturing.
Cool? I don't remember.
Sure. Because you had to
Let me see.
power
I
all
just opened
those.
it back up.
You had to power all of the factories. You had the moths, right? They talk about the moths that were used to be white and then they turned gray with evolution because of the Industrial Revolution.
Well, Newcomen invented the first steam engine, which Scottish engineer's 1776 design became the workhorse of the Industrial Revolution.
The conveyor belt.
What powers the conveyor belt?
The mule engine? No, that would be Gold Rush. I don't.
Electricity?
Is it
The
the internal
electricity
combustion?
powers the conveyor belt
Oh,
because
no,
they
sure.
had
I mean-
coal, and then who invented that? Well, who invented turning electricity into something is James Watt. That's why they're called
James Watt.
Watts. Yep. So they
How
were
about
just
that?
random like
Industrial
random
Revolution questions.
questions
That's
from
really
the
funny.
Industrial Revolution. Good trivia. Good times.
You say
I win
so.
dinner at Firestone.
And you do win dinner at Firestone. I am looking forward to our dinner at Firestone. Well deserved. I knew you would win, Annalise, because the questions were so easy.
Oh, goodness. Listeners, if we have another format or another way to do trivia, please suggest it so that we can incorporate
Anything
new ways
easier
of
for
doing
poor
things.
intern Joan, who can't seem to keep it together.
Help me out, listeners. Keep me paid and fed.
In intern experience points. All right. So let's go from the trivia on to what's the nerdiest thing you did this week?
My
And let's
goodness
start with you.
gracious. Let's start with Joan.
Yeah, the person who is speaking.
Okay. I texted you both earlier this week. You know, I read a lot of advanced reader copy books. There's a book coming out
Yeah.
in September called The Ship of Death. And so I got approved to read this book. I'm saying the same thing twice because I'm so excited. It comes out in September. Let me read you the description because I think it's worthy. I'm going to start this book as soon as I finish the Testaments because it starts in April and I got to read the book before I watch the series. Anyway, what is this book called again? The Ship of Death.
The Ship of Death.
Cole and Lorraine playtest board games for some extra cash as they save up to buy a home. But after a series of bizarre coincidences and signing a strange NDA, the couple finds on their porch a mysterious indie developer's tabletop role-playing game called The Ship of Death. The game relies heavily on players' imaginations and takes up an ever-growing amount of space in their kitchen and their minds. As its true sinister nature becomes clearer and it forces capture more in its web, the boundary between the game and reality begins to dissolve, and the pair are instructed to possess a stranger's soul.
Ooh, it's
Sounds
a
a little
Jumanji.
Jumanji. Yep.
Yep.
That's what made
Yep.
me want to read it.
Yeah. It's a Jumanji.
Awesome.
That's cool.
That's cool. Look at you. A real bookhead, this Dr. Intern Joan. She gets she's read
Hashtag
so many books. She's read
bookhead.
all the books. She's read every book. So she has to get like preview advanced copies of books because she ran out of books. She read them all.
Job hazard.
It's awesome. Good for
You know, I had the opportunity. I was an ARC for a book that came out, and I had opportunity to like submit a quote to be on the book jacket, and I missed the deadline because we were at Girls Just Want a Weekend.
That's so cool.
Priorities, priorities, priorities.
Yeah, I messed up.
Yep.
It's all right.
Back me up here, Joan. A real bookhead never would have let that happen.
That's something you could do on your phone by the pool. I mean,
Yeah, I should have, and I forgot about it.
hashtag bookhead.
Yeah,
Not Annalise.
not me. All right, Rob, what's the nerdiest thing you did this week?
Nerdiest thing I did this week was I watched the Dungeons and Dragons State of the Game like shareholders meeting. I don't recommend it. It was so bad. It was so like just, corporate speak, right? It's all these people you like that I don't know, right? So, Dungeons and Dragons for a long time was like a handful of people that you would know from like social media and stuff. There was Chris Perkins and there was Mike Merles and there was like these guys. Well, those guys are all gone. And so I don't know any of these people and they don't come across as Dungeons and Dragons people, but that's not the setting it was, right? The setting was just very corporate shareholder meeting of like, well, the interest base of our just proactive seasonality will help ensure that like just making stuff up. It was real bad. It was like making me angry. It was like, maybe I shouldn't like Dungeons and Dragons anymore. It's just this terrible like corporate like nonsense.
Was there not a single thing that you got out of it about?
So yes, so we had been
Okay.
talking earlier about like they hadn't really been announcing any books or there wasn't like a roadmap coming out. And oh boy, I think it has to do a lot with like the turnover that happened and there's like all of these like new like fresh young people in there trying to do their thing. But it's very much they announced a couple books, so there will be at least 2 books coming out. It wasn't really, again, they didn't really talk about the Dungeons and Dragons of it all. They talked about like, well, we're going to launch this book and it's a Ravenloft book, right? So there's so it's like it's the season of horror. Our seasonality will increase our blah 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 by the, and it's like it was more about like we're going to release this book and it takes place in Ravenloft, so it's like a horror book, but it didn't really say like, is it an adventure module or is it a settings book or what is it? And then they talked a lot about how like, there'll be other things that come out at the same time, like stickers and plush toys and like stuff like that. It did not get me excited about a new adventure. So
Yeah.
There is Ravenloft, The Horrors Within, and then there is another book called Arcana Unleashed. And again, they don't sound like adventure books. They sound like setting books or maybe like some
Mm,
new subclasses for spellcasters
okay.
books. So that's something, I guess. But yes, I watched the Dungeons and Dragons 2026 corporate whatever shareholder meeting, so you don't have to. Here's the bottom line. There's 2 books coming out and they didn't really get us excited about what's in those 2 books at all. There you go.
That's wild.
Yeah.
It just seems like missed opportunities right now. Like D&D's never been more popular after Stranger Things 5. It just seems like they did some branded stuff and then that's it. Like
Yes,
it's
and it was
so
very
weird.
much like that with all the, like, corporate talk. It was like, "We're hitting every Dungeons& and Dragons fan. If you played Dungeons& and Dragons, you're a Dungeons& and Dragons fan. If you've ever rolled a D20, you're a Dungeons& and Dragons fan. If you played the video game, you're a Dungeons& and Dragons fan. And we have something for everyone in our seasonality of release." Like, it was just,
Yikes.
"I'd like a cool adventure to play with my friends, please." But
Yikes.
whatever.
Thanks for taking one for the team, Rob.
Yeah, that's right.
Now I
Alright,
know I
Annalise.
don't have to watch it, something that was never on my list.
Nope, definitely don't. Annalise, what's the nerdiest thing you did this week?
So speaking of being a bookhead, but not the same kind of bookhead that Dr. Intern Joan is a bookhead, I finished Nosferatu by Joe Hill, and it was really cool ending. And what I want to say about it more than anything is it was really cool how he referenced a bunch of Stephen King stuff throughout the book, and he referenced other nerd things. It was really interesting. The protagonists, like pseudo husband, they never actually get married, but he is like this big nerd. He's like a big beefy dude who like works on motorcycles, but he's a big nerd. And he ends up in the hospital at one point, and he notices the dude has Serenity tattooed on his arm, and so he befriends this male nurse, talking about the tattoo of Serenity on his arm, and the guy's like, "Yeah, I'm saving up to get a Buffy tattoo on this side." So he's got these really cool nerdy pop culture references throughout.
Okay, cool.
And some of them that surprised me because it wasn't in there in the first like half of the book. And then all of a sudden there's a reference to the group called the True Knot, which comes from Dr. Sleep. It's a whole group of people who like eat the essence or soul of kids and to stay young forever. And that's kind of what the antagonist in Nosferatu is kind of like. It was just cool. There's all these just pop culture and Stephen King references within the book. The later it got and the more into this kind of vampire story. And then a little bit of a spoiler alert before we move on, but also finished Dungeon Crawler Carl about the same time. So I had one that I was reading physically and then one that I was audiobooking, and I finished them like on the same day. So
Well,
that's the
there you
nerdiest
go.
thing I did this week.
That's right. And a preview for next time, right?
So listen up, Princess Posse. If your to be read list, if your TBR list isn't already screaming, it's about to. We are diving headfirst into the absolute madness that is Dungeon Crawler Carl. I don't know why I have such a hard time saying that title. Dungeon Crawler Carl.
Crawler is just
Crawler.
a hard word to say
It is.
in and of itself.
Yeah, you're
Crawler.
right.
It's
And
got a
then
weird W in
Crawler
it.
Carl.
Yeah, it's tough.
Carl, yeah. Carl, he's not a bad man. This is the series taking the nerd world by storm, and trust us, you don't want to miss this level up. Grab your copy, start reading it now, and get ready to nerd out with us on next week's episode. And before you go, join us. Hit follow or subscribe so you don't miss that amazing episode 90. Most
Ooh,
importantly, drop us a 5-star rating and help find more nerds for the nerd herd. Find us on social media at Nerd Best Friends or email us podcast@nerdbestfriends.com. Grow the nerd herd, spread the geeky joy, and we'll see you next time. Donut.
thank you, Dr. Intern Joan, for hosting our trivia game.
Thank
You're
you, Dr. Intern
welcome.
Joan. Always a good time
Please
having
let
you
me
on the
keep
show.
working.
I mean, please keep working.
Fair.
Alrighty, Trivia 3, done. We'll take some insight or input or suggestions for the next trivia one. I like Joan's suggestion of like images or something. We could figure out a way to
Okay.
make that happen.
Yeah, we could do that. Just make a slideshow. What is this? Bam!
And then some sort of timer on it. Yeah, we can max that. We'll figure that out. Alrighty, see y'all next week.
Bye.
It's so funny.